Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people. Sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today I got a topic for you guys, and today's topic is why you should start content creation. The reason why I started content creation is I was fed up with life. You know, I didn't have a promising career. I didn't have a bright future. And I needed something to flip the trajectory of my whole life around. It was around the time during the pandemic where I was watching podcast after podcast. There was a point in time where I stopped listening to music and I was just listening to podcasts. I was so intrigued with the podcast lane, and I was seeing how these people were getting paid as being content creators. And I was seeing how it was a big boost in content creation. And I was seeing people on TikTok getting paid. And I was seeing people on Instagram and how these people were building on different platforms. And I was intrigued with the lifestyle. And I told myself, you know what? We're going to press record and see what happens. So a year and a half ago, I went over there, made my first video. I pressed record. And now I'm here to, reflect and tell you guys about my journey. This right here, this is where it all began. This is where I started my YouTube journey, right here. I made my first video. I came over here and I just pressed record. I really just vented. I was expressing all my pains and frustration, where I was in life and why I wasn't happy where I was, and just taking accountability for my life and what I wanted to manifest. The direction I wanted my life to go. And I came down here, I was just venting and I let it all out. I was just at a point where I didn't have nothing really going on for myself and I was fed up with life. So I got serious. I told myself, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put my all into it. And eventually, I get paid. All I knew was I was gonna figure it out. And truth be told, it gave me something to look forward to. Every day I would wake up trying to figure out how to get better. I heard a quote from Mr. Beast. If you get 1% better on each video, you'll look back and you'll be exactly in the destination. You might not be where you want to be exactly, but as long as you're chipping away and you're moving forward, that's all you can ask. So I adjusted that mind frame and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna come down here. I press record. And every day since then, that's exactly what I've been trying to do. Get 1% better. Whether that's the thumb tab, whether that's the intro, the outro, watching what's working for other people and applying it and seeing if it can work for me. And once I got serious about content creation, the more serious I got about my life. I started doing research, how to manifest money, how to attract wealth, and how to attract abundance into my life, how to think more positively, and how to become a better person. I really salute YouTube because there's many rabbit holes that you can get into. And it wasn't until I took content creation serious that I found a whole different side of YouTube. YouTube can be very entertaining, but I didn't know that YouTube was basically a university. And anything that you wanted to find out or learn, you can learn on YouTube. So I became obsessed with self-improvement. So that would be my best advice. If you really want to take content creation seriously, it's really about self-improvement. Every single day, you have to become a better version of yourself. I went from making my first video here, venting about life, to realizing I didn't want to put that energy out into the world. I wanted to put love, positivity, and good vibes into the world. That's the reason why my intro is shout out to my people, sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people. Because I realized with me venting and putting out my frustrations out in the world, that would do nothing but put out bad vibes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this a positive page. But as soon as I held myself accountable, I was ready. And it was go time. So I came into my car every single morning and I would give people a quote of the day. Whether that was something I've been through, something I was going through, I was just trying to give advice and inspiration to people like me, people that were at the bottom, trying to, change their lifestyles, their mindsets, and really grow into the person that they wanted to be. And with video after video, eventually my page went from quote to the day to I started going to the gym and working out. So every day I would come to the gym with this big old tripod. I know everybody was looking at me crazy like, what does he got going on? But I was really motivated and inspired to make these videos. So just working on my consistency and being dedicated to the gym, it was a mere reflection of content creation. In order to get better at content creation, like I said before, you have to become a better version of yourself. So this tied right into content creation. And this is where I can say I built my foundation on just belief, faith, learning how to stay consistent, dedicated, not caring what nobody thought of me, and just locking into content creation. It was this stage where I didn't know, what my niche was going to be. I didn't know if it was going to change, but I was dedicated, and I knew if I had this mentality of not giving up and just having that will, I knew I was going to make it. So this is where I say I really became and focused into the content creator that I am now. I would skip going out. I would work all throughout my weekends. This is a time where I really got serious. I really isolated and focused on my editing skills. I focused on what other people were doing, and I tried to apply it with what I was doing. I was just throwing things off the wall. And I was just focused on growth, evolving into becoming a better content creator. I even downloaded TikTok, and, right here, I've been doing my workouts, going live, talking to people, and just networking. And really just locking in on the grind and trying to become the best version of myself. I even quit smoking and drinking. I even got on semen retention. And this was all because I wanted to take my life, my career, and my future seriously. So about 6 months in here, working on my craft, making my current events every single week, that's what got me to the point where I am today. So the first thing I would do when I wake up is hop on YouTube Studios. YouTube Studios is YouTube's university. It gives you so much data for your videos and your page and your channel that there's really no excuses. What YouTube is looking for, they're looking for views, they're looking for click-through ratio, and they're looking for view duration. So they want to see how many views you got on the post. They want to see how long they stayed to watch the post, and they want to see how many people were brought in from your thumbnail. And that's not it. That's what YouTube and the algorithm is looking for. But it also gives you so much other data that there's literally no excuses. It gives you the age range on the people watching your videos. It tells you the gender, whether those people are male or female. It teaches you the demographic and where these people are from. You might have a following outside the country. So make sure you guys download YouTube Studios, because that is going to really show you and give you that rubric. It's going to grade you. Each post is going to grade you. So, this video you might got a C. This video you might get an A. This video you might get a B. But once you start crossing off and checking off those boxes, those 3 things, those are the things that YouTube is looking for. So if you cross those things off the list, it's more likely for that video to go viral. So making sure you're putting out good content for your audience. And the best advice that I can give you is don't try to be like everybody else. There's 1,000 people doing the same niche that you're doing. But what's going to set you apart? What's going to set you apart is not trying to be like everybody else. What's going to set you apart is you being yourself, to be authentic. And the biggest advantage that you have is bringing your originality, bringing your authenticity. Yeah, you might look at a different content creator, get inspired. Yeah, you might take a page out of their book, but don't be a copycat. Don't try to become anybody else, but becoming the best version of who you are. And that's some of the best advice I can give you on my journey. Looking back a year plus, I have really locked in. That's exactly when I had a video that went viral. And that video allowed me to get monetized. It helped me with my watch hours. It got me over 1,000 subscribers. So, one video can change the whole trajectory of your page. You just have to be dedicated. You have to be consistent. And you have to become a student. And most important, you have to have a I will not quit mentality. I'm only going to get better. Yeah, I might have a video that doesn't do so well, but that will never stop me from creating content. And as long as you have that mindset, you'll be perfectly fine. So fast forward today, I have 2 pages. I have a Fire Diamond page, that's this page, and then I have, my reaction video page that got me monetized, and now I'm getting paid. And that was my whole goal. My whole goal for this year was to get monetized. So I reached my goal. I got monetized before the year, and I even have a few months. I have all of October. I have all of November and December. So I have 3 months to really step on the gas pedal and go even harder. Because when you're authentic, your audience is going to gravitate towards that. So be who you are. Know what you bring to the table. Know your worth, and don't quit. So make sure you guys follow my other page, my reaction video page. It's Kellen Carter. The first E is a 3. Tap in with me, show some love. It's almost 2025. We all sick of our jobs. We all don't want to go to work. We all sick of working for the man. We all trying to. This is exactly why content creation is for you. So peace. I love y'all. We out.